I'm curious as to what are some of the crappiest purchases you have ever made as a coin shop owner.
Hi, may I have you?
Hi, Steve needs a Boston cream donut and a medium coffee, light and sweet. Sir!
Good morning, Stormy.
What's going on, buddy?
What's happening?
All right, so listen, man. I brought you your donut. I got you your coffee. But look what I got here.
I see. Check this out.
Look, so
this is the box.
That's the box. So that's the box
Outstanding.
JM sent. And what's really cool is there's stuff in there for you, stuff in there for me, and I'm going to be giving away some of those items based off of this video on an upcoming stream.
Yeah.
So just really cool that JM sent this. So why don't you open that up? Don't cut yourself with my knife.
I said cut any digits off.
Yeah. See, and you're cutting right towards your...
No, I'm not.
Right. So, you know, one of the things, too, which was cool is that JM, you know, I know that that's a site that you use pretty frequently.
Yeah, I use it a lot. Yep.
Yep, and, you know, so make sure to keep that packing slip away.
Yeah.
You know, don't let any of these weirdos on the internet know who I really am.
Everybody look closely now.
Yeah. Well, now I'm focused on your beautiful face. So the thing is with JM Bullion, right? I've always said that they're really good when it comes to their quality control. Their pricing is always really rock solid, and they're one of the leaders when it comes to the online bullion dealers, right? So all of my videos, I've always shown them and a couple others that I use. And like I said, I know that you pretty much live by JM Bullion's pricing.
Well, I like their website because it's intuitive, it's easy to navigate, and that's always a good thing for an old guy like me.
Yeah. Well, if you're old, then I'm old.
Yeah, well, you're old too.
We're the same age. So what's cool is, what do they got here? So what do we have here?
So it looks like we have a little bit of copper.
All right.
Cool.
So, all right, I know what this is. All right, so they just released this, and I'm doing this one-handed if you want to cut that open for me,
watch
bud.
your fingers.
Yeah. So this is the Robin Hood Medieval... this is the Medieval Round Series, and so this is Robin Hood. And there's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, there's going to be 7 in the series, and this is the first. And I talked to them, and you know, one of the things that I've actually tried to school you with is when it comes to the modern bullion. And one of the things that makes them so collectible is the mintages, right? And depending on the mintage, that will help dictate whether or not that particular coin is going to be a hot item, which you do know about this whole thing with supply and demand. But for this, you know, I spoke to them, and they said that these rounds, they're only going to be really making them for, I believe, the next few months. Like, they have like a certain allocation, and they're going to be minting them at different mints that they actually use to make their products. But there's not a set number. So it's not like, oh, there's going to be 20,000 of these.
Right.
It's basically like they're going to be minting as many as they can in that like 3-month or 4-month time span, and then once that's it, it's over.
About demand also.
Yes. Yep. So they've got this in copper and silver, first in the series. So these are a good one. This is yours. You get that one.
Outstanding. Actually, I like this. It's got a cool design, and naturally with a tattoo.
Oh, there you go.
Right, I'm an archer. So
that's a cool one.
It appeals to me.
Now, one of the things I will talk to you about as we're going through these, and this is their.
This is actually cool.
This is the segment. This is the brand new release. Actually, we are amongst the first to see this. This hasn't even been posted yet on their site. This is the antiqued version. This is the Egyptian gods, and we've got both the antiqued and we got the brilliant uncirculated.
Check that out.
Let me see here. That is actually really cool. She's actually kind of cute there, but she's got the bloody dagger there.
Yeah.
And then we've got on the reverse. Actually, I'm not entirely sure as to which is the obverse and reverse, but then we got the cat there. So this is the 6th in the Egyptian God series. You've had some of these.
I have. They're actually really popular. Normally, when I have one, it comes in 1 or 2 at a time, and they're gone pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't sit around.
You know what? And I'll be honest with you. I regret not actually collecting these. because these are actually really cool, high level of detail. There's the brilliant uncirculated, and awesome. So I will be dropping a code below that you all who will want to win one of these, I'm going to be giving away a brilliant uncirculated one, an antiqued copper, and then we also have the brilliant uncirculated Robin Hood silver round as well. I'll be giving away one of those.
Oh yeah, these are really cool.
So the code is going to be Steve's My Hero. Thank you, JM Bullion. All right, so Steve's My Hero. Thank you, JM Bullion. That's the code you have to enter below, and then we will be giving away these during one of the live streams.
Get that right.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, that's a really cool coin. I like the silver.
The silver one's awesome.
At first, I thought I liked the copper, but I'm going to go ahead and go with the silver.
Well, you get one of each. Look at that.
I love it.
Look at those are yours, Steven. So one of the things I was actually going to ask you about, and the idea just came up as soon as we started recording. I'm curious as to what are some of the crappiest purchases you have ever made as a coin shop owner, and why you made that purchase.
Right. So the number one that comes to my mind is there was a while when I first started the shop, a lot of people were asking me for poured silver, anything.
Right.
So I ended up buying a bunch of poured silver from this one person. I paid pretty close to retail.
Okay.
But I was just trying to, for the continuity, right? I was just trying to sell it, maybe break even, make a little bit of money. I wasn't too worried about it.
Yeah.
But I realized in the end, it took me a really long time to sell it. At the time, I wasn't doing eBay and I wasn't doing any kind of e-commerce stuff. I think it would be different now. I think I could put them, I have different platforms to get rid of things, right? But in the beginning, that may not have been the best thing I ever did. Not because it was poured. Actually, people liked it a lot. But again, I didn't have a lot of outlets for it, and I only had to rely on people that were coming in the store. So it was a lessons learned for one, and two, it was a slow grind. It was so for my business model, it just didn't really work for me. It just took too long to turn that money over. So that was probably one of my less.
I get what you're saying.
Not a good purchase.
Yeah. So, but one of the things, though, I will point out is a certain somebody did buy a big portion of those and got those moving for you.
Yeah, that's right, and that would be you.
Yeah, there we go. So actually, I'm your hero.
You are my hero.
And to your point, your business has grown substantially over the last 2.5 years since you've been here, and I've watched it from the beginning. And now you do have a very robust eBay store. You have a lot more people coming in and out of the shop.
Yeah.
So now I would bet if you were to have some poured silver, you would be able to move it more quickly.
Now, right. But I like the speed that it comes in. I buy a lot of collections now, and every so often we get a little lump of poured stuff, and it doesn't sit around long.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of a better way for me to have it, because then it's sort of one of them things. If I have it, people are excited. If I don't, well, they'll come back looking for it. So. Right, you have to look at it from that aspect. Right. A little anticipation is always a good thing. Right.
And let me ask you, I see some goodie bags back there, some grab bags back there.
Yeah, the grab bags are fun. I have adults that come in here and grab those. They're $5 a piece. They usually throw, there's a pretty eclectic mix of stuff in there.
Right.
And I've had so many adults grab one just for the heck of it, for the Yahoo of it, whatever.
Right.
And
just the chance.
Yeah, they go out in their car and they open it up, and then that was really awesome.
I just got an idea. What if you did something where you had, like, for 1 month grab bags, and like one of the grab bags had a 1/10 ounce gold coin in it?
Well, that would be really cool, but I'd probably go broke.
No, because you would just put it's like luck of the draw, right? Like the golden ticket. Like you got the grab bags, people buy them.
I could see a 1 ounce silver coin. I'd be more inclined to do that.
Okay, 1 ounce silver coin. But I'm saying, you do something like that to drive the prices on, increase the pricing on the grab bags, or you could have like grab bags that are for silver, and then grab bags for the gold.
The different price
like
ranges.
$10 for the silver grab bag.
Yeah, we could do something like that.
And
the grab bags right now are geared for the younger collector.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a good way for the shop to get rid of less desirables, if you will, that are still fun. A lot of people enjoy, but really not a numismatic piece. A lot of your copies and things like that.
Right.
And the kids get excited about it.
You have like foreign stuff in there.
Yeah, there's foreign in there.
Notes.
There's always some wheat pennies.
But
occasionally you'll put a silver certificate in there.
I'll be honest, sometimes I'm surprised because there have been times that my kids have annoyed the heck out of me. So I'm like, here, go get a grab bag. And so we'll buy a couple of those grab bags and we go home and I'm finding silver certificates. I think one time you had like a red seal or whatever it is. Like, what is the $2?
Usually the blue seals I put in there.
Blue seals. But I've seen stuff in there that actually has value. I'm like, how's he even making money on these? You know what I mean? Like, because you're actually putting some
really
stuff
not.
in there.
There's not a lot of money
right.
in it. Again, it's just kind of one of those things. I mean, we make a little bit on each bag, but it's also a way for us to get rid of kind of some unwanted stuff, which is it's just another outlet.
Right.
So, but we do sell a lot of them,
right.
so it's volume.
Right.
I mean, I don't think I'd be exaggerating if I said I sold 500 a year.
I want you to do the gold ones. I really.
You just want to come get it.
No, I want to see how it do, and like you could even like put like the person's like picture up on the wall, like the month of whatever they're the
like
winner.
a winning lottery ticket.
Yeah. I don't know. Start it with the silver, see how it goes, and if you get a lot going.
You know, when silver was cheaper, we used to put silver in there.
Right.
But now silver got to a point there for a while. It was impractical to put in there. We said they're $5 a piece. So I mean, if you have a dime in there, over 50% of the value of the bag is just in a dime.
Yeah, but make it like a $10 bag. I don't know.
Yeah, we could do that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
an idea. It is
I don't know. Just think about it, because you sell like if you have like I don't know, whatever.
Stormy, you always have wonderful ideas. I always appreciate it, and I always listen.
Yeah, you do. I appreciate it. So, what's another purchase that you've made in the past where you're like, oh, I probably shouldn't have bought that?
Watches. Okay. In the beginning was a sort of I love watches personally. So I really did a lot of work to learn about them and how to deal in them.
Yeah.
So in the beginning I was a little overzealous with buying some watches. So I've bought a few watches that I didn't do so well on.
Okay.
So maybe but it was a learning curve, right? So the way that I always looked at this stuff is we all spend, or a lot of us have spent tens of thousands of dollars for a college education. So if you compare that to how much does it cost you to learn things? You know, if I make a mistake for a few $100s here and there, it's still a lot cheaper than.
It's a good way to look at it, to take the sting away.
Listen,
you know,
it costs to learn. It does.
But it makes sense now. Are you still taking in watches?
Yeah, we do. We do actually quite a bit of watches.
What about diamonds?
Diamonds, we do a fair share. I wish we were taking in more.
So you're
but
doing
that's a tough market. You know what I do with the diamonds is I have some dealers that work in the diamond district in New York.
Okay.
They come down to the shop if I have a large enough piece. So they'll come down, and actually what I do is I use them as my gurus.
Yeah.
And I'll let them do the whole deal.
Okay.
And I just work on a small percentage of the whole thing. It's much more fair to the client. And it is a good working relationship. I've also done it the other way when I've had people come in here and say, "Hey, I want to buy a new diamond for my, I want to upgrade my engagement ring," and I've had them come down, and we've sold a few diamonds that way too. So I've sold a few, I've bought a few. It's best for the consumer.
Right, to have like somebody who's really like that's their sole.
It's what they
focus.
Do. Yeah, listen, I mean, there's so much
can't
to
be
know
the
about
jack of all
diamonds.
trades.
Yeah, I know quite a bit about them, and I can tell you.
Right.
If you have a good stone or not a good stone. But these guys, listen, that's what they do. So I think everybody knows that it's kind of tough to mess with the boys from New York. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, they definitely know their stuff. And, you know, I'm curious as to, you know, is there like a third particular item or purchase that you may have made either in the past or recent? Like, is there any others? Or is there something that people come in with that you every time they come in to sell you a particular item, do you always kind of cringe, but you still buy them anyway?
Yeah, mint and proof sets. So they're necessary evil.
Okay.
Right? I had a guy call me yesterday. He said he had like 400 mint and proof sets.
Oh,
He's very excited about them. And it's tough to explain what their value is.
Yeah.
It's most of the time people have paid a lot more than what they can sell them for.
Right.
You know, it's an evil that I have to deal with frequently. So yeah, that's one of my least favorite things.
Okay.
You know, most of the time, to be honest with you, I buy them all at a flat rate. Some I make a couple cents on, and some I lose a few cents on. So it's kind of another necessary evil of being a coin dealer.
Do you feel like you do that as almost like a loss leader to keep that person's business and potentially coming back for bigger and better things?
Yeah, a lot of times, right? So a lot of times people who have taken the time to educate themselves a little bit realize that the mint and proof sets are not that desirable. Maybe they've called around and they've just kind of gotten a feel for how dealers talk about them and how they're, there's no respect there at all, usually.
Right.
So, if they're educated and they know, that's one thing. But normally I try to do it as a courtesy for 1, 2. It's my personality, or it's part of the business. And yeah, a lot of times I always hope that there's more to it. You know what I mean? Maybe there's something else in the collection.
Cool. All right. Well, listen, man, I appreciate the time today. And again, those of you that are watching the video, make sure you check out Steve's information in the description. Don't forget to enter your chance to win. Remember, I talked about the code earlier, so you're going to have to type that into the description and tune in for the live stream and your chance to win both the antiqued segment round and the, where is it? Oh, brilliant uncirculated. We also got the silver Robin Hood medieval round and the copper. So tune in. Thanks again, Steve. I appreciate you, buddy.
You bet, Stormy.
And I would like to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't already become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, this is Empire Precious Metals. Until next time, long live the Empire.